Hi everyone, welcome to part 3, the final part of my first ever art supply haul video. If you haven't seen the previous two parts but you'd really like to watch them, I have them both linked in the description down below, as well as in the end of this video. In this video I'm going to be talking about and swatching the Amsterdam acrylic paints standard series. I'm familiar with this brand since I have been using their acrylic paints for a few years now, and I can only speak from my own experience when I say I really enjoy using them. Because I only owned a few colors so far, I decided to buy some new ones to add to my collection, and I'm looking forward to talk more about these paints and show them to you. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Enjoy! In total, there are 102 different colors and they're all available in these 120 ml tubes that I bought, as well as in little 20 ml tubes. 90 of the colors are also available in 250 and 500 ml, and 60 of them in big jars of even 1000 ml. Here is one of the 6 colors I bought. I'm first going to swatch them all for you in a quick time lapse, and then I'm going to talk more about the colors, as well as explain some of the symbols that are on the tubes, which are very useful to understand when you want to work with these paints. So stay tuned! So, here are all the colors that I bought and swatched, and as you may notice, some colors are more opaque than others, and I actually want to talk a little bit about that. On these, I'm not familiar with other brands, but this is the Amsterdam Acrylics brand, and here you can actually see on the tube itself, let me get another color which is a bit more noticeable. As you can see, you see these signs here. This is the 005, that's just the number of the color. Then you have this square, and as you may notice, it's half black and half see-through. And what that means is that I'm going to grab another tube. So when the square is entirely black, it means it's really opaque. Like if you paint with it and you don't make it thinner with mediums or water, then it's really opaque. You can see that here, like you can't see through it. Some colors are definitely more opaque than others. When the square is like half black, half see-through, it means it's like medium. So as you can see here, you can, if you use it thicker, you can paint opaque with it, but it's also a little bit see-through. But in this case, if it's like entirely see-through, the square, it means that it's like really sheer, I guess it's the word. So that means that it's really see-through. It's something to keep in mind when you paint over other colors or over a colored background, because you will be able to see the background through this color. And as for like these kinds of colors, it's completely gone. You only see the color that you're using. So it's definitely something to keep in mind when buying these. Don't just assume that the color you buy is going to be opaque. You can always check it by the square on the front. Another thing to talk about maybe is these crosses. 3 is like the maximum. And these crosses stand for how light fast the paint is, which means how long it'll stay good and vibrant and just basically the same color, the same quality that you buy it in and use it in. If you have a painting in your home, like if you take good care of it, of course. These 3 crosses say that it'll last for, I believe, over 100 years, but don't quote me on that. But at least like a very long time. If you have 2 crosses, it will stay good for less time. And 1 cross is obviously even less. And I'm not 100% sure, but I believe there's even like 0 crosses, which I thought is like a couple of years. This can be important. If you want to use this paint for paintings that you're going to sell, it's obviously such a shame if this person who buys your painting will call you up after 3 or 5 years or 10 years saying that the painting looks ugly because the colors are changing, getting ugly or fading or whatever. So if it's a painting that I make for a print or, something that I'll make a scan of, it doesn't really matter because you make a scan of that moment and that scan obviously will stay good. But if I use the paint for a painting for someone else, I definitely make sure it's at least 2 crosses, but I prefer 3 crosses to make sure that the painting will stay nice for a very, very long time. Yeah, so I just quickly wanted to explain that in case you didn't know. When I first got into this kind of paint, I was like, what does these signs mean? So yeah, that's what they mean. So yeah, talking about the paint for the swatches that I made. Some are obviously more sheer than others. I personally don't think it's a very big deal. This one you definitely gotta be careful with using with other backgrounds and such. I only had a few colors already and I'm trying to expand my variety in colors that I own. And these are just some nice colors to have. For some of them I already have a purpose in my mind, for some of them I don't. But yeah, these are the swatches. I'm very excited to use all these products. And let's go to the conclusion. So these were all the products and their swatches. Whether you watched only one part or all 3, I really want to thank you for watching. I hope it was interesting and that you found the swatches and information I gave about the products to be very useful. If you liked this video, hit the like button and let me know by leaving a comment down below. Also, if you don't want to miss any of my upcoming YouTube videos, subscribe. It's completely free and I'd really appreciate it. Again, thank you for watching and have a nice day or evening. Bye!